All right, so this is your EX6. You'll notice a ton of exercises in here. You, again, do not have to complete them all, but I think the more you complete, the more that you'll feel comfortable with the pen tool. So this tends to make people a little anxious and a little angry, quite possibly hangry, but don't worry about it. What I did in the last video, which was not recording, was I went to my layers panel. You'll notice I had a locked template layer. And then when I unfurled it with this little arrow, it showed you all of that information that is on my sublayers. So these are all sublayers. And I can very quickly grab and select one by unlocking it and selecting this little circle. When you see the radial and the little square, it indicates that there is selected art. I don't know exactly where that is on here, but I have a feeling it's over here and it's right there. All right. So, you want me to get closer to the vector?
Oh, yeah. It's saying things, right?
No, it's just showing me if I click. And once that's selected, one of these little green guys is now selected.
This is crazy.
One of them could be anywhere. So let's see, let's try this guy, blue guy. All right, so that's selected. It's one of these little blue guys is selected.
Why didn't they label it?
Well, it's impossible. There it is. It's selected. It would be impossible to label all of these things.
They could have like the word like it's on the arm or it's on the roll.
They could. Yeah, these were templates I downloaded. I did not make, or I would have made this one so that it was actually accurate. So we will do vector together, but I say if you are going to do vector, try it without reading the instructions. Lock your levels layer, and I say start over here. Start over here. We're going to make a straight line. Pen tool. Get on the drawing layer. One anchor point. Shift, another anchor point. Now, I have a fill but no stroke. So I'm going to go over to my fill and stroke area and just hit this little swap. And now I have a blue stroke, but I also have a blue fill. I don't want a fill, so I'm going to hit the none and just have that blue stroke. Now what happens if I just go over here? And it's like, I'm not done being your tool, man. I'm not done. So what do I need to tell the path?
Finish the path.
Finish. By option clicking. You see that little caret, you'll click. And it resets your pen tool, and now you have that little asterisk. So, anchor point, shift to make it a straight line, anchor point. Option click, resets it. And now we're going to select it with the selection tool, and we're going to duplicate it several times. Before I do that though, I want to make the stroke a little thicker so I can see it by going over to my stroke panel. Just like in Photoshop, all of the panels that you need are under the window. Again, this is an artboard, and outside here is your scratch area where you can store photos, references, different versions. I really love the way Illustrator uses different artboards. We'll get into that more. But that's why you see so many little, like these are all different collections of artboards. Yeah, I have actually 3 artboards, so some of them are on 2 and some of them may just be floating around. But this artboard here, let's see, is vector. This artboard here is vector. And this one here is the first section, and I believe this last section is there. So these are not actually on artboards, they're just kind of floating around. Meaning if I printed this, these would not print. But we'll get into how to set this stuff up. All right. Option key. First V for the selection. Option key. Notice how the mouse changes into having 2 little arrows. Shift, that will copy it. Shift keeps it straight. Copy, shift to keep it straight. Copy with option, shift to keep it straight. I'm going to select all these now. Option, Shift to keep it straight. And then one little guy over here. And there you go, little guy. Okay. So you can see most of these are just a lot of fun. You just need to, when I'm going to select this path, go up to my stroke and make it as big as I want. Change the color. You can make this as much fun as you choose. All right? Now, you might be feeling a little crazy because this has got a curve. Don't worry. You think we can do it? All right. Pen tool. We got a stroke. 14 points. That's a bit big. Let's take it down a little bit. We have the cursor that says I'm making a new anchor, new path. 1, 2. Notice how if I hold down the shift between those two, that's a straight line. If I go up here to the middle and drag, I'm going to undo, click and drag, go back down here, hold down shift, go back down there. Oops. Right. How you're going to do this is you're going to just practice, but I want to go over to these and work on some of these half circles. So how do you think you make a half circle?
3 points.
Half the half.
Half of the half? Start here. Actually, you can do it in 2. 1, 2. And then you could select the A tool, selection tool. Kind of move that guy over a little bit. Move that guy over a little bit. You could probably do something not as archy in 1. Let's try it in let's be a little, I don't know, excessive and do it in 3. 1, 2, 3. And these direction handles are going to determine how a curve works. So check this out when you go over here and jump over here for just a second. These tell you exactly what to do, but this is so important. So we're going to hit Start, A. It says click and drag the direction handle up to A. All right? So I have an anchor point, but what I did by dragging those control handles is I set up the next anchor point. So I set up the appearance of the next anchor point by setting up those control handles first. I go to B, second point, and set up the look of this by setting up my anchor points. Now, what happens if I just go over here to 4? Doesn't do it. Denied. So let's Command X. What it wants us to do is select this anchor point. Oops. Nope. Just grab the damn anchor point. I always get this. You have to bring this guy here. So make sure you've got that. Do you see how when I clicked, it sucked that control handle back in? And then, come on now. Don't be weird, control handle. The fact that it's red, too, is like, come on. Nope, don't do it. What? I know how to do this. I've done it a bazillion times. This is one of the less than... I think I'm going to Command Z this entire lecture. I need to suck. I need to take this and just... All right, so click. Watch the carrot. Watch the carrot. Wait for it. Japow!
Did it work?
Yeah.
Really see it.
No.
It did.
I still see one of the edges. That's what you're supposed to do.
I don't know. I don't know why. It's like not...
Is the opposite side not supposed to be there?
No, that's supposed to be there, but I can fix it. Watch, if we go like this...
We cheat.
We're going to just cheat a little bit because it's acting like a bit of a jerk face. What you should be able to do is Option click here, suck it in, and then bring it up. Like, Like exactly what I'm talking. You should be able to select it and then just kind of pull it up.
What if instead of clicking the point, like with the carrot, click the thing above?
Let me. You know what? I'm gonna read the instructions because I think you're right.
So what are you trying to do?
Hold on. I know you guys. Who's wearing the pants? Yeah, they're ill-fitting, but who's wearing them? All right, I got
Like
it.
we're all wearing pants here.
We are. We're all wearing pants. Pull that up there. Pull this over here. Pull this up here. Pachow. Okay. Step 3. After dragging over to the letter.
Step 1.
No, this is 3.
But we're at
Oh, but I'm
C.
at C. All right. After dragging the letter C, put the tip of the pen back on the 3rd point. Hold the Option key. That's what I've been doing, lady. That's what I've been doing. Pachow. Sucked it back in. And drag down to the letter K to make a corner point.
D.
Oh, look. You have to hold down the... Oh, instructions. How you work so well. See this? You know what? I'm teaching you guys a bigger lesson about life right now.
Always through the instructions.
Bigger life lesson. Go over here. Now, Option, click here. Chow! Sucks it back in. I'm holding the Option. I'm dragging that up there. Let's go over here. Do you want to drag it over here? What sound does it make when you click with the Option? Chow! And then hold down the Option. What sound does it make when you pull it out? Chow! We only have one sound.
One sound.
There we go.
Very, very low budget.
Very low budget. All right, we did it. Yay, instructions. So what we did, long story short, was we changed corner points. You'll notice that there are 2 types of corner points. There are these shark fin corner points, the corner points, and there are these smooth corner points, right? These are the Chardet of smooth operating corner points. You will notice at the top that you can convert anchor points to corner or anchor points to smooth. So what we did is we had smooth anchor points, and if we had kept going like this, every one would have been a smooth. But what I needed to do was hold down the Option and change it. Pachow!
Chow.
And change it so that I could have smooth and
Chow.
pachow hard corner points. Okay? Now, have you learned anything so far?
The instructions.
Chow.
Pachow.
Read the instructions.
Read the instructions. And that is the end of this video. Yes, thank you.